Stats are 75, heart rate's 126.
At University Hospital Wishaw, a dedicated team keeps some of Scotland's most fragile babies alive.
It's bigger on the right than the left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Babies born as early as 4 months premature.
I got to see his eyes open. Should have been denied that in my belly.
The odds are against them.
Without medical support, these babies will succumb, usually within minutes.
For parents, it's an emotional roller coaster.
You literally do just think, how's this happening to us?
But the will to survive means together they must go on an incredible journey just to get home.
Thank you very much.
It's honestly amazing what they can do. He's a wee miracle baby.
The doctors, nurses and midwives of the neonatal unit must be ready for any high-risk births. They've just been called to theatre. A mum is about to deliver premature twin boys.
So twin one will go there with Peter, and then twin two can come with you two with Sharon, and I'll just go in between if there's any issues.
Make sure you get your gown on back to front and van it.
At only 7 months pregnant, it's a surprise for mum Danielle.
When I came in yesterday for my routine scan, everything just kind of stopped, and I was told that's me, that I was getting taken in today for a section. So yeah, it's kind of all go.
Danielle's family is well known in the unit. Her mum, Gillian, is an advanced neonatal nurse practitioner who's worked here for 19 years.
I'm probably, nervous, I'm excited, I'm a combination of everything. I just want everything to go well, which I know it will be because I know they're in the best of hands when they arrive. So, but it'll be strange. It's strange being on the other side of it.
One of the twins has stopped growing. The safest thing to do is to get them out. As soon as they're delivered, consultant Lorraine McGrory and her specialist team will take charge.
Those first few minutes where what you do will can make a difference to that little baby is obviously what we're passionate about, as well as sort of ongoing into intensive care and following them through their journey. Get the joints out there.
The twins are arriving 2 months early. Their lungs are not yet fully developed, so the first minutes of life are critical. They must be kept warm in plastic while the team makes sure that they can breathe.
They're doing basically what we would probably expect for babies this gestation. They've come out and they've cried, and then they've started to need some help with their breathing. So this twin one, who's the smallest baby, is just receiving something what we call CPAP through a mask. So he's essentially doing the breathing in his own with a little bit of help from the mask there. And the second twin just needed a little bit of help to get the breathing established, which is quite common.
Are you going to give us a nice cry? That's it. Good boy. I know. Ah, there we go. Clever boy. Okay.
As soon as they're stable, the boys are taken to intensive care. They'll need to stay in the neonatal unit until around the time of their original due date, 8 weeks from now.
Hopefully this will make you cry.
They won't go home until they've mastered the 3 skills needed to survive outside the womb: stay warm, breathe, and feed.
Because he's small, we're often quite cautious with feeding smaller babies, because their guts might not be as developed as a fully grown baby. So we'll be slow over the next few days as we gradually give him more milk into his tummy and give him less fluids through this wee drip in his hand. The best thing that we can give this wee one is mum's milk. So we'll wait for mum. Mum's going to try express milk later on today, and we can give him that.
After 5 hours of recovery, Mum's well enough to get her first cuddle and her first taste of motherhood in the unit.
When you just see them and you get to touch them and you get to hold them, it's the best feeling ever.
Babies arrive prematurely for various reasons. Until recently, many of these complications of pregnancy would have killed mother and child. Blake arrived in the early hours of the morning. He's 9 weeks early and almost died at birth. But his mum can't be by his side.
So they've stuck a camera in his incubator and it gives a live feed to the laptop so I can sit and watch him. He looks fair cosy. So until I can go and see him, then I've got a live feed.
Blake's mum, Danielle, has given birth twice before without any problems. But she hemorrhaged this morning and is recovering from the emergency C-section that saved both their lives.
She lost three litres of blood this morning in theatre, so I'm happy that she's still here.
After learning that it was quite a substantial amount of blood to have lost, then yeah, I'm still here for all 3 of my kids. 4 of my kids.
Definitely.
Blake needed CPR to bring him round when he was born, but with the help of a ventilator, he's alive in neonatal intensive care. Consultant Stuart Guthrie was part of the team that saved Blake's life.
Hello, neonatal dental practice.
You must be Danielle. Hi. So I'm Stuart. We've met before. Just to give you a wee update. So Blake's doing great.
Okay.
He has been born in really quite poor condition, as in he's not been very well at birth.
Okay.
We've had to do quite a few things for him to help him come round to postnatal life. So he's had to have chest compressions and breathing into his lungs to get him to come round. But he's done that very well.
Okay.
And he is now doing remarkably well.
Great.
But one way or another, he will be in hospital for at least another couple of months yet.
Yeah.
And then he'll be able to go home and he'll have a full life ahead of him. In the meantime, there's a few things he needs to learn to do. He needs to learn to keep his temperature up, which means you have to be a bit bigger first.
Yep.
He needs to be able to suck milk and suck so much that he can still grow.
Yep.
And it's those 2 things that often mean they don't go home for another couple of months yet, because most babies won't do that till they get to about 35 to 38 weeks age. Some not till they get to the full term date.
But obviously I know he's still very, very small, but like, when would I be able to hold him?
As soon as possible.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. I'll probably cry.
We're well used to that.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Every parent is going to be very different, but what we do know is that they suffer a lot more than they let on. Particularly mums feel guilty, feel like they've failed sometimes. They feel that they have failed as a mum when they deliver a premature baby. And sometimes they grieve over the fact they've lost the last part of their pregnancy, which is a very real emotion as well. But every family is different, so we just have to take it bit by bit.
While Mum recovers, Blake's dad, Zach, is the only parent who can visit him in the neonatal unit down the hall.
This morning, when I went through, I only spent 10 minutes there, just for the fact, you know, Danielle wanted pictures and everything, so it was literally go over, take pictures, hold his hand and what have you, and then straight back over so that she could see. I felt kind of harsh that I was taking all the glory away from her after she's been through everything. So, definitely having a rest, isn't it? To come and see that they're both doing well, it's, you know, it's the biggest relief ever. First steps of many.
The neonatal unit at Wishaw provides 3 levels of care. In intensive care, the smallest and sickest babies have their own nurse, 1-to-1, around the clock. As the babies grow and get stronger, they move on first to high dependency and then special care as their needs change.
There we go.
The twins are now 9 days old and have names, Jacob and Jack.
It's just amazing to see how far they've came. They're doing really, really well. They're getting stronger and better every day.
Both boys are breathing without support. Jack is already out of intensive care and is now in the special care baby unit. He's been breathing on his own for 24 hours, which means Mum Danielle and Dad Peter are getting him ready for a milestone moment.
Aye, because that's that side.
Try to do it without pulling leads and whatnot out, you know what I mean? But it's quite scary, but we're quite quick, I get it.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Jack's leaving his incubator and graduating to a cot for the first time.
It means that the baby's making progress, which I think is the key thing. Probably means they're less sick and they're not having to be monitored quite as closely. So it means they've sort of passed by that stage of us having concerns about their clinical condition.
It's amazing.
For parents, that's a huge thing.
If Jacob continues to breathe on his own until tomorrow, he'll be able to join his brother in the special twin cot.
Hopefully Jacob does well through the day and through the night, and then we can get the 2 of them in together tomorrow. That'll be a special moment.
A hospital isn't where parents expect their first weeks with their baby to be. Little comforting touches can help make it feel more like home. Like the tiny hand-knitted clothes and blankets, specially made by community volunteers.
There we are. They are
so I'm not prejudiced.
Gorgeous.
Boys, girls, everything.
White, pink. Look at the little one. That's a wee work of art. You're a clever lady.
Saw an advert on Facebook. Somebody said, well, you can go up and you can knit for here. That's what started it.
Hats we don't use in the unit. We'll put them in a wee plastic bag and put them on the tray. And the parents buy them and it raises funds for the units. You know, it's like sometimes it's their wee first hat, or their wee cardigan, wee shawl. Somebody's taking a lot of time and effort to do them for parents. They're unprepared. They have a baby that's come unexpectedly early and they don't know when, and they think they'll buy a hat for their baby. A wee pretty small hat. Look at them laughing at me. Put that up the pod. Yes, we have good banter. Some people like a laugh more than others at work. A little bit of laughter goes a long way. It can help us through some tough times.
Blake is now 2 days old. He arrived on the unit yesterday when his mum had a hemorrhage at just 6.5 months pregnant.
So you can open that wee button there, keeps the heat And
right,
so it doesn't get them dry.
Mum Danielle is still recovering from the emergency operation and has only seen him once before now.
Been in pain, sitting in my room all day yesterday. But I don't even feel it at the minute. Just sitting here. I'll deal with the pain later. It just makes it all worth it. Because I didn't get to see him for over 12 hours. It was, felt like I'd lost a part of myself, although I knew he was being looked after just down the hall. Yeah, it's strange not having them next to you in the little cots, but it makes it worthwhile when he's going the right way, definitely. It's amazing that he's that small and, I don't know, alive. Something that small, not fully developed. Like, you have like your pregnancy apps and stuff that tell you like this week it's, you know, baby's getting an extra layer of baby fat, but yeah, you don't expect to see it until they're here. But then when they do come early, it's ridiculous. It's tiny little toes.
Blake has survived the traumatic birth, but he's still at risk. He's 9 weeks premature. His blood vessels aren't fully developed. If a vessel bursts in his brain, it could have serious implications for his future.
This is the absolute centre part. This is the bit that joins the left and the right-hand side together. If you had bleeding in different areas of the brain, you can have various different problems, from problems with your ability to run, walk, jump, your ability to speak, hear, to attend normal schools, hold down normal employment, all the rest of it. So what we're trying to do is to give a crystal ball into the future. The problem with all of this is it's an idea only. You don't have a complete picture. The only way to really know how a child's going to be is to see how they actually develop down the line. Hiya. Okay, just come in. Cool. Hiya. Just to give you an update.
Yes.
Cool. So I told you came across last night.
Yes.
You've had a good wee cuddle with him.
I did.
Cool. So he's doing absolutely fantastic. Absolutely delighted with his progress. I've also just done an ultrasound of his head, which is absolutely perfect. Despite him being unwell at birth, despite him having some clotting problems, there is no bleeding in his brain. You don't get babies better at his gestation. He is doing absolutely fantastic. Where we want to go from here is basically progressing up on his milk to get him off his drip. And what we also want to do is try to get his lungs continue to heal, which they are doing. So we'll be here for the next while anyway. Anything you want to ask?
I don't think so. I mean, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All babies born before 32 weeks need highly specialised care that only a level 3 neonatal unit like Wishaw can provide. Blake's mum was transferred here from Dumfries, so he could be admitted to intensive care when he arrived. She and baby Blake are 80 miles away from home.
Good news that hopefully we can, in the next couple of weeks or so, maybe get back down home and yeah, be a bit closer to family that can come and visit. It's not easy being so far away, but in the best hands, I suppose, in the best hands.
She has been through a huge amount. She's having to live many, many miles from home, where her family are and all the rest of it.
And to be able to go through all that, be seriously unwell herself and still be focused on the care of her baby is really quite amazing to me. But mums do this all the time. It just shows you the power of motherhood and the way that it affects people. And it's humbling.
The journey of a premature baby through the unit is one of progress and setback. For every 2 steps forward, there's usually 1 back.
Sorry, thank you. Was it on about 11 o'clock last night? Yeah, 11 o'clock last night.
Twins Jacob and Jack are back in intensive care with very worrying symptoms.
The last bit of blood, or the last nappy with blood, was just yesterday morning then?
Yesterday morning.
Cultures are negative so far, like blood cultures?
Blood cultures are negative at 24 hours.
Both babies have had blood in their stools and their feeds have been stopped. Their sudden return to intensive care is distressing to mum Danielle.
Everything's going on round about you and don't know what's happening really. You just go into automatic panic, worry. Doesn't matter what anybody tells you, I think you just, until you're better, you don't feel settled in yourself.
Let's keep him in Alabama today and we'll repeat his x-ray tomorrow and we'll see how things are. We'll see his culture results back at that point and we'll kind of make a plan. Okay, so fluid-wise we're fine, just in standard. So we'll just keep going with that. What he presented with was some blood within his nappies or in these stools, and so there's a few things that can cause that, and it's just trying to get to the bottom of that. What essentially you have to do is treat the worst case scenario, what the worst thing could be, because if you don't do that, then obviously the baby can become more unwell.
The worst case scenario is necrotizing enterocolitis, often shortened to NEC or NEC.
It's a necrotizing enterocolitis, so it's essentially a condition of the bowel that can lead to parts of the bowel dying. That can just be in one area of the bowel, or it can affect the whole of the baby's bowel. It can make babies a little bit unwell and intolerant of their feeds, where they need to get their feeds stopped, or unfortunately it can lead to babies where it causes them to die.
With 19 years' experience in the neonatal unit, it's a disease the boy's grandma, Gillian, knows well.
It can be quite a devastating thing if that's what it turned out to be. It's been quite trying over the weekend, I have to say. Danielle actually said to me yesterday, she's like, "Mum, you look tired. Do you not just want to go home?" And I said, "Well, you're here for them because they're your boys and you want to make sure they're fine. I'm here for you because you're my baby still, even though you're 26, and I'm here for you to make sure you're fine." I said, so, like, my tiredness is out the window.
A mother's instinct is to stay with her baby, even if their care is out of her hands. When a baby needs complex medical support in a specialised unit, it's not always so simple to stay close by. After a very difficult start to life, Blake is now 5 days old.
And we've got quite a good supply from Mum.
And consultant Elaine Balmer is pleased with his progress.
So Blake's doing very well. He's going up very nicely on his milk now and he's tolerating that. So he obviously initially had some problems with vomiting and we were quite slow to get off with the milk. But he's tolerating it now, so we're going up 1 ml every 8 hours. And just every time he goes up on the milk, we come down on his intravenous fluids. So that's great for him.
But Blake's parents have just had some news that is bittersweet. Mum Danielle has made a full recovery. She's been discharged, but has 2 small children to look after at home, 80 miles away in Castle Douglas.
It's not going to be easy at all, in the slightest. But I'm leaving him with a full belly, so kind of makes me feel better.
You'll be in the good books.
Yeah, I'm in the good books. I changed his nappy as well, so Mum's got a 10 out of 10 at the minute. Do you agree? You do.
If he's not a footballer, he's going to be a swimmer or something. Them legs.
Yeah. His legs never stop. Ever.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure?
I think so. Yeah. It's not going to be easy, is it?
As long as he doesn't start crying now.
I know. I've got to go before he starts crying, because that'll make it worse.
Yeah.
You can phone at any time, okay?
Yes, I will no doubt phone later on.
I'm here for 12 hours.
Okay, I'll probably speak to you later.
Okay,
Thank you very much. See you later.
We're not abandoning him because he's...
In the best way.
Yeah, he's going to be looked after. More than I can do for him at the minute, so...
Exactly. It's just a small break apart.
Yeah.
Cheers. You've got to take the positives out of the negative, as we have done for the whole of the situation, haven't we? So.
Yeah. Grin and bear it, really.
Babies can arrive any time of day or night, so the neonatal unit is staffed 24/7.
Dad, come round this way. You come round here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
The night shift has just started, and a first-time mum has given birth at only 6 months pregnant.
Okay. Yeah. Congratulations.
The neonatal team need to take the baby immediately to intensive care.
Okay. Right. I'll see you shortly. Thank you. Bye, baby. You got the chair. Yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah. Same patient.
Baby Daisy has arrived at 26 weeks. Stabilising her in the first hour of life is critical.
You've got a golden hour to get everything done for the baby, so you want to have the ventilation stabilised, you want to have arterial and venous access so that you can then start fluids on the baby. Obviously, she doesn't have a lot of calorific reserves in terms of fat, now that she's not getting anything from her mum.
There, the baby's sugar's just a little bit low, so we're just going to put some sugary fluids up.
Daisy's not just extremely premature, she's at high risk of infection too.
So these are antibiotics that we're going to give because mum's waters ruptured before delivery, so baby's had a little time where she's sort of unprotected.
With the critical first hour over, Daisy's stable and under close observation. But just a few hours later, the team need to do further tests.
I'm sorry, darling.
When there's risk of infection, meningitis must be ruled out. The only way to do this is to do a lumbar puncture. It will be carried out by advanced nurse practitioners Cathy O'Hare and Gillian Reid.
With any procedure there is risks associated. It is a common procedure that we do, but it's not always successful. So we basically take some fluid from the spine, and that will give us an indication if there's an infection. Lumbar punctures in particular can be really difficult, because you can imagine the tiny, tiny spaces that we need to go through. A lot of it's to do with whoever's holding, because you've got to have the baby straight.
I'm going to be holding the baby, because it's quite important. If you hold the baby in the correct position, hopefully you can have a successful lumbar puncture.
Get me a bit of sucrose.
For a baby this tiny, every drop of fluid is precious.
3, 4.
Gillian must take enough for the lab to run the test without harming Daisy.
She did really well. Yeah, she did really well. We send them to microbiology and we send them to biochemistry, and that will tell us whether it's a meningitis or not.
Daisy's been through a lot in the first 24 hours of life. And it's been an unexpected introduction to motherhood for Lauren.
Yesterday I'm at my work, and then today I've got a wee girl. Your whole life is just totally changed, and you've got all these mixed emotions. Nothing prepares you for the overwhelming feeling of love that you have when she arrives. But, you know, I also feel guilty a lot because I feel as if there's something that I could have done, you know, to have prevented early labour, and then maybe she wouldn't have to be going through all this stuff. As a mum, you just feel so helpless.
Mums and dads face months of worry and uncertainty in the unit. It can be an emotionally stressful time. But neonatal charity Bliss provides volunteers and support to help them cope.
3 of anything for £2. Loaves are a couple of pounds.
Right, okay.
They're all labelled with what's in them. Thank you.
Today, veteran midwives Avril and Jane are hoping for a showstopper.
It's Bake for Bliss today. We did it last year as well and we raised lots of money. We like to eat cake in here, so it helps.
You are, madam. Thank you.
There's so much stuff. I have a wee Rice Krispie cake.
It's been great. We've sold lots of cakes this morning because the table's half empty.
And all these people that are on diets are also buying. They don't contain any calories. No calories in anything that we're selling. Smell lovely. Victor got nothing.
It brings everybody together, you know, because we know it's a worthy cause. So everybody gets their cooking it in the oven, cakes in. Some people cheat and buy them. Look how much we've raised.
Cheers. 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 Cheers.
Neonatal care is coordinated across the whole of Scotland on a daily conference call.
Your name is from Crosshouse? Yes, here. Yeah, here. Wishaw?
Yes, I'm here. We're open to all levels of care, internally and externally.
Blake is now mature and strong enough to be transferred to the special care baby unit at his local hospital in Dumfries. If midwife in charge Mary Nixon can find him a bed.
We have 4 babies ready for repatriation, 1 for Princess Royal, who have said they can't take them. I have 2 babies ready for Dumfries, both are on high flow, and I have 1 baby for Royal Alexandra, who's on high flow.
All right, thank you.
You try to endeavour as much as you can to get them back, you know, but, you know, whether it's the skills or the beds, it's got to be safe for the baby. So obviously this is a good call every day so that you can make sure you can get them back, you know. And then sometimes you actually plan to get them back, and then emergency comes in, it's to be cancelled. So it's just trying to keep the families together.
Blake's parents have 2 other small children to look after at home. Until Mary can get Blake to Dumfries, Mum Danielle and Dad Zach are driving 2 hours each way to see him.
just looks like a tiny bit bigger. Tiny bit bigger. His head's completely changed shape. It sounds really strange, but like he had such a dinky little head, and now it's like a baby's head. As daft as that sounds. Starting to look more like a baby and not just a tiny doll. We wanted to come up and find out what's going on and see if we're any closer to finding out anything about the transfer.
Unfortunately for Blake and his family, the transfer is not that simple. Mary has 2 babies to get back to Dumfries.
So does that mean you can only take one back?
At the moment we should be okay.
For the 2 of them?
One definitely, the 2 I'm not sure if we can maybe just take one just now and hold fire with one till maybe the end of the week. So, I mean, I know this is Wednesday, but definitely I'll need to wait and see what the consultant says and the staffing's like as well.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Lovely,
now.
thank you. Got 2 beds, but everybody's the same. You want to keep one just in case of an emergency. So I'll get the consultant to phone their consultant, and I'll ask if there's a preference to whose need is the most to go back, and hopefully we'll get a wee bit of movement later on.
While doctors figure out which baby will be moved first, Blake's mum and dad are making the most of the visit.
Put it on par with the best things in life, definitely. Don't you? It's even better that he opens his eyes every time that I hold him. It's very alert.
Every time Zach gets a hold of him, eyes wide open.
Shall we hide? Shall we hide?
I'm not happy.
Daisy's meningitis test has come back negative, but she's facing a new problem. Her red blood count is low.
The last chest X-ray, does anybody know?
The stress is taking its toll on Mum Lauren.
I'm just going to maybe look at our last X-ray. Lauren, okay?
Yesterday I was having a day where I just wanted to be on my own and I just wanted to cry, but you're surrounded by, people, which is good because it's there to support you, but sometimes you just feel as if, you just want to be by yourself and cry, or even just you and your wee baby by yourself, but you can't.
No, not bad. She's got a bit of raised, right?
Consultant Lorraine McGrory and the team are checking Daisy's x-rays in preparation for a blood transfusion.
When we're given the transfusion, what we actually do is stop our feeds during that. Okay, so that's just to protect our tummy a little bit. So we'll need to put a couple of lines in her to give the transfusion and to give her some fluids while she's not being fed, but that's okay, that's all right. So this is just normal, this is all just part and parcel of it, okay? So we'll give her blood over 3 hours, but we just stop her feeds beforehand, for about an hour beforehand and an hour afterwards. Okay. So, but it does mean we have to put 2 drips in. Okay, so that's the only thing. All right? Yeah. I think she's just a bit tired because she's a bit anemic. So just because her blood count's low, the same way that you and I would feel a bit tired, our blood count's just not high enough for where she is at this point in time. So that's why she's looking a wee bit pale as well. So I think she'll be better after the transfusion.
We'll see a difference in her then, won't we?
Yeah, yeah. Have you been worried about her? Oh, I know. She's doing well. She's honestly doing well. She's doing absolutely more than we would be expecting and everything. So
I know
she's.
that's it. That's what I know. That it's just sometimes you think you just want to pick her up
I know,
and take her home
I
to
know.
or just cuddle her, but that'll come.
It will come.
A mother's journey through the unit isn't easy. Most visit every single day. But there does come a point where there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Get you sorted, get your clothes on again.
Twins Jacob and Jack haven't had any symptoms of NEC for over a week. They're out of intensive care and back on track.
You're wondering what's happening?
Today, they're both leaving their incubators and will finally be reunited for the first time since they were born, 4 weeks ago.
"4 weeks feels like a lifetime, but it's went in so quick as well. It's crazy what's happened in the last 4 weeks, but this is another milestone obviously for us, so the next milestone will be home, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hey? Are you wondering what's going on? You can see everything? This is the first time he's been out his incubator, so we've not seen him in a cot before, so it's probably the biggest day for him really as well. A double special day. Double special day. Get to meet your brother. And get to be in a big boy cot. Yeah. I think he's just bothered that it's nearly his feeding time.
Trying to get in. All right, eh? That's class, isn't it? What have they been like?
They've been fine, they've been dead content.
Have they? Just when Denise says she'll be funny when you get them in, I thought they'd be sitting slapping each other and that. Oh, they look great. That's brilliant.
Danielle and Peter don't know if their twins are identical. Pregnancy scans couldn't tell them for sure. Seeing them together for the first time in the twin cot will give them a clue.
Yeah. For a while, when they were in separate incubators and he was starting to fill out a wee bit, you look more and more like each other every day, but then when you see them like this, they're not.
When they were in their incubators, they looked more alike, but when you actually see them like lying next to each other, I don't think they're as much alike.
I can't believe how good they look in there, it's brilliant. Some of the boys are good for a bit of dinner on Saturday. Nothing to do with waiting away and said, we'll turn into that. Brilliant, I can't believe how good that is, it's great.
Blake is now 18 days old. And meeting his grandma Denise for the first time. She's driven up from Castle Douglas with his mum Danielle and big sister Nova.
There we go. Look, right, put your handy. Where's his fingers? There. Who is it? Oh, is it Blake? Yeah.
But they're all in for a bigger surprise. Blake has been well enough to go to his local hospital in Dumfries for 9 days, but there hasn't been the bed space, staff, and specialised transport team available to get him there. Until now.
He's smiling, he's happy. He gets to come home. You want it at this side? No, that's fine. That's fine, I'll move this stuff out your way. I'm so excited. So excited. It's unreal. He looks even smaller in that one. You can't thank somebody enough for doing this job, really, can you? I mean, if it wasn't for them, he wouldn't be here. So, I don't know. I've just got no other words, and I'm excited. I'm just so excited. You're just lucky that I'm not at the other side giving you massive cuddles right now. When you get to Dumfries, you will no doubt get the biggest cuddle ever. As soon as he gets there and he's safe, I know that, then yeah, you'll be wearing me.
Our job is to feed and grow these babies. Our job is to keep them well enough to allow the milk to go into the tummies, to allow them to grow. And if we can do that, everything gets better. We get the credit for it, but it's babies that do it themselves.
Are you waving? We'll see him soon. Promise.
While Blake travels in his incubator all the way to Dumfries, Daisy's incubator is making tough work of a simple task. First-time mum Lauren's first ever nappy change.
This bit might be all right, but this bit I had pulled off. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it's come apart.
I think I pulled it off.
Is there another one there? We'll just put a copy different one on. I've got another one on here. And then I can hold it if you like. Then that should just open up and then the sticky bit goes on top of there. Like that. There you go. It's easy when you know how. And then we'll just tuck that bit in there, and then do you want to pop that bit down? There you go.
Yes. Ice cream bun now.
Oh yeah, we'll just put that one in the bin. Is that better?
Oh, is that you comfy now, darling? Is that you all comfy now?
It's better, she says.
Nice
Thanks,
and
Mum. Thank you.
I love you.
Daisy will be in hospital for at least another 10 weeks. She and mum Lauren face a long and uncertain road ahead. But Lauren has support from the other parents in the unit.
Is it? No?
Yeah, it must be.
Tonight, a small group is gathering together in the parents' kitchen to share stories and takeaway food.
It's all these medical terms you pick up. Know what that means, know what that means.
I know.
And Callum's on the same. He comes in, he does it, that tube does that, and that tube does that. It's like, you've got 1.5.
You know, it's like a wee challenge for us, you know, and it'll make us better for when we do eventually get them out. And we'll be a lot calmer anyway. I mean, they went through all that, so I mean, everything else will just be a breeze when they get older.
As fast as the night, I was like, when we get Daisy home, she'll just be in the back garden, we're even taking her to the shops, we're not taking her anywhere. And I was like, you can't have it in cotton wool for it. She's not going through all that for just, you know, for nothing. Just to sit in the back. Just to sit in the back till she's 5. We've got enough worry, you know, between us that you don't want to kind of, you know, worry the rest of your family and then have their worry, and you don't want to kind of be reassuring other people when you just need reassurance yourself, didn't you? I could say to you, you know, I felt really rubbish today, and you can say that to me.
And I think,
exactly.
yeah, when you're telling folk things, you kind of have to manage their emotion. You think we're just about managing our own without having to worry about other folk. But with the other parents in here, they just get it because we're all in the same boat.
Positive vibes only.
Totally.
Twins Jacob and Jack are only 2 weeks short of their original due date. They have one last milestone to pass. Until this morning, they've been fed through a tube to the stomach. If they can master the art of sucking milk, they'll be allowed to go home.
So for twins, about 37 weeks, we're really just making sure that they're taking their feeds well.
So about 48 hours is what we would normally look for them to be taking bottle feeds, so that we'd be confident to say that they're going to go home and carry on feeding well. Like a baby at 35 weeks, we can have real problems with them feeding because they learn to suck around about 35 weeks, so it can take quite a wee while for them to get going, whereas by 37 weeks normally if they're taking the feeds that should continue. And his weight today?
So he was up 60 grams, he's now 1 kilo 940.
Right, that's really good. And all his obs are
Yep, he's
stable.
fine.
Okay, and his feed volumes?
So he is on 39 mils 3 hourly and he's 165 mils per kilo.
Okay, hopefully that's them now and they'll take their bottles and we'll be able to start working towards home.
Okay. So, like, when roughly do you think then if we get all the...
Can escape.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
What were you hoping for?
Just anytime really. Obviously, just before the weekend. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll bring you back in roughly about 4 to 6 weeks to see whoever your named consultant is, just for the follow-up clinic, and then generally see you up until they're about 2. Not often, but just to make sure that they're growing and they're developing okay. And I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. Okay. Right, we'll see you later.
Thanks, Elaine. Thanks. Thanks.
One more in here.
I don't think I was quite expecting like tomorrow. We didn't get our hopes up, like obviously, but then coming in and seeing them this morning without their feeding tubes, and they're just doing so well, I think, and we thought we'd still had another couple of weeks left. Just can't believe it.
The day babies go home is always special, but there's another day that's cause for celebration. And the staff have been busy overnight. Daisy arriving 3 months early is the perfect gift for Mum Lauren.
The best Mother's Day ever. I thought. I know. I come in this morning and during the night she's been, I think that's why you're so tired today, because you've been up making me a card, because you're just so clever. She put her footprints on it and everything, didn't you? Put footprints on it, and you were cutting out daisies and gluing them to the card. Yeah. It's my first Mother's Day ever, and I can't believe I'm just getting to cuddle Mum and Gary. Wasn't he much supposed to be here till June? But you came out early for cuddles for Mother's Day with our Mum. Didn't you? You did. Just come out early, just so you can cuddle me on Mother's Day. You couldn't wait. No. Couldn't wait. To see, like, when you just get a chance to have her next to you and just feel her wee skin next to you, and it's just so calming, and it helps with her breathing as well. You know, when she's getting cuddled from me, then it relaxes her and it helps her with her heart rate and her oxygen levels, and it's hard to believe that she still should be in my tummy at this time, you know. And all the things that you're doing just now, you'd be doing in my tummy, wouldn't you? Yeah. I believe that. I get to spend this extra time. You know? Just get to spend this extra time with you. Yeah, you get extra cuddles. Yeah. It's the best Mother's Day present ever.
After 6 weeks, Jacob and Jack have made it to the end of their journey through the unit. One of the nurses who's been looking after them all this time has left cards to say goodbye.
Well done, you did it. I can't even read Oh God. I just read the wee cards for Donna. I've read the wee cards for Donna there. Oh God. Right. Get any hankies? Don't use that. I know. You stop. Don't use that.
It's been a long, long road, put it that way. Danielle's been up every day for the last nearly 6 weeks for at least, I don't know, 8 hours, 9 hours a day at least, up here every day. I mean, it's they're nice to you know what. It just gets to a stage where you're just dying to get them home. I'm looking forward to showing them off. People seeing them and things like that as well, you know what I mean? Just people who hasn't seen them yet and just photographs them and things like that.
Seeing the unit from the family's side has given Gillian pause for thought.
Been in the job for as long as I have. I've worked here for 19 years almost now. And I think you forget a lot of how things affect parents. So from that point of view, it's been an eye-opener certainly for things that have kind of affected Danielle and Peter, which I wouldn't necessarily think of being on the other side of it in my role. So it's definitely been an eye-opener for a lot of things.
I know, of course. Oh, so good.
Here you go, pal. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. See you later on. See you later on. Thank you. See you later on. Thanks again, right? Thank you.